Hey guys, Kirk and Jess from the Forever Homestead. Today, we're gonna wrap the Bunkie in a blanket. So toasty.
As you can see our breath.
It started at minus 19 in here this morning. So before we do any work, we're gonna get the fire going more. So we are just going to use some pink fiberglass bat insulation. This is for 2x4 walls. It's an R12, but our walls are only 1.5 inches. The strapping is only 1.5 inches on it, so we'll end up ripping each of these for the lower part in half. So it's I don't know, drops it to an R6, I guess. But we have blow foam on the outside, so. But then on the upside, once we get into the loft area, we'll keep them as a full piece just because we have the space for it. And that'll make it nice and toasty up there. So we are going to get suited up, well, masked up, and then we'll get into this. Might get in the blade. Just add a little water.
It's more fun than Pillsbury muffins.
Holy cow. If only we had the ability to fill this whole cabin with insulation, I'd be like, it got too much! Skin the fish. In there, I think. Not quite in half.
We're making a mess of that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like the cold's pushing it away from that. I hate insulating. It's going not too bad. We've got this first wall done. This one, we just got to do a little bit around the window, but I'm going to, I still forgot I got to put those top pieces in there. So I got to do that first. And now I'm just getting this one up, get some vapor barrier started, so I can just work through this bundle here and clear myself some space. It's warm in here. Might need to let the fire die down. Okay, so we've got most of the insulation up now. There's just a little bit of vapor barrier to finish up there. But one of the last steps to getting everything ready for the wall finishes, up at the top where the plastic stops. Let me get up there and show you. It's open behind it to the insulation and stuff. So the vapor barrier at this point is not really doing anything, so to speak, because the cold air and all the moisture and everything can still get back here just by going up through here. There's going to be a little bit of a gap here behind once the wall finishes on it. So to seal that, where are we here? I've got some. It's called a acoustical sealant. It's just like it's like a caulking, more like a tar, I guess. It stays flexible, and what you do is you apply a bead of it along that metal there, and I'll probably also do it along the floor here before the finish goes on, and then you push the plastic, up into that tar, the acoustical sealant, and it stays flexible. It never dries or hardens or anything like that. And that'll help seal all of the vapor barrier so it can actually do what it's meant to do. So once I get that on, then we are ready to start doing the what's it called? The shiplap and the skid wall and stuff like that. So I'm gonna put one of these on here and I can show you what I'm talking about. So you just want to make sure it's a continuous bead. And if you just take the plastic and just push it into the sealant, and then we can cut off this extra that's here once we're done with this, or you could even just fold it back. But as long as it's pushed in there, then that creates the seal, and will stop any of the air from getting up through there, or warm air down, cold air out. So here I cut my plastic a little low, so I'm going to have to add a piece in there, but you can also use this sealant. You can use tuck tape to run it down here, or you could put the acoustical stuff in here as well. They recommend you do it, like if it was on a vertical, that you do it there and push it down into it. I have tuck tape, so I'm just going to use that all along my edges, but it works about the same. So here I'm going to push it in there, and then I'm going to add some more acoustical. I'm going to add some more of this on this piece of plastic, so I can overlap the two pieces of plastic. So it's kind of a goopy mess, for sure. But it'll get all hidden behind it'll get hidden behind the wall once we're all done. So again, I'll use the tuck tape here, and then I can clean up all these corners and such. That's kind of a mess there. And then we'll just do the same thing down here at the floor. Let's clean the loose dirt out from underneath there. How I got tar all over. Ah, the joys of tar. It's everywhere in here, and I just started using it. So once the baseboard and once the wall finish and the baseboard are on, this will all get this will all be covered up, and we can cut the plastic back and all that kind of fun stuff. So we've got it on there. I'll trim up the plastic, and then we are ready to. I'll go around and get all of that on all the way around, and then we are ready to start getting the wall finishes on. That's pretty exciting. It'll start looking more like a bunkie. And then we can start working on the loft and the kitchen. But more about that next time. Until then, have a good one.